What's up, guys? Let me see if there's this song.
Hey, yo.
It's a weird echo issue going on.
Priya, what's happening?
There's an issue with the things. Seth, can you hear me? Can you hear me okay, Seth? You can hear me okay, Seth, right? I think we're good now. I think we're live. We're good to go.
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. So hopefully there's no more echo. We just restarted everything.
So I don't know where we're at. Did we start a game yet?
Apparently there's an echo still. I'm just gonna switch to my headset. So hang tight, guys. Give up.
So did they start a game yet? Oh, okay. Let me just- okay. Let me start the games.
There you go. All right, let's go do this, guys. There's, I think there shouldn't be any more echo. I hope. Right? Is it? Is it?
So where is
Yeah, it seems there's still some echo going on, which is really stupid.
Alright, well while you fix that, I'll be back. Let me set up the lobbies and all that.
Guys, I think this is not my equipment. It's like the, this is the, I don't know, maybe Windows had an update, screwed everything up. I have no freaking idea. Alright, so bear with me, guys. I know we have this stupid echo. It's really driving me nuts, but I don't know what we can do with that, right? But we're off to a terrible start with this whole echo thing. It might be a Discord or a bug on our systems. Maybe it's a Streamlabs OBS issue. So I'll try to talk less.
Well, you know what? While you figure it out, I can cast this first game. So
Yeah, go ahead.
But I need you in StarCraft so I can have you join the.
Alright, let me hop on.
In the meantime, I'm gonna bring them over. The stream. All right, they're both here. Players, get your cams ready. I'm gonna mute and deafen you guys.
There you go, guys.
Hey, Lucky Tiger, make sure you pick your race before we start.
So Just waiting for Typhoon's camera to come.
Yeah, I see both of them on cam. We're just waiting for you in the lobby, and then we can get started.
Yeah, I don't see Typhoon Fusion's cam, so... Oh, there you go. Nice one.
Cool. Alright, we're good to go. Starting. Are production ready?
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Alright, so I guess I'll be casting this while you resolve. I guess you're going to be doing the observing as well, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Alright,
just
sorry for the
quickly-
late start. Oh, alright, so sorry guys for the late start here, but you guys are watching
FSL Season 3.
Okay, let's introduce our players here. Our observer, KJ Freedom, is showing us our teal Protoss. He is.
Typhoon Fusion.
And on the top left side of Romanticide, his opponent, Purple Protoss. He is.
Lucky Tiger.
Right, so here's an early scout by Typhoon Fusion. This is a really good, he's doing this all the time now, which is nice to see. Right, gets a chance to see if there's a cannon rush or any type of shenanigans the other Protoss might throw at him. Even get a chance to gas steal. Gas steal sometimes throws off an opponent. As soon as he gets there, a gateway is placed by Lucky Tiger, and he is actually going to block the expansion. But you know, that's 100 minerals that you're spending blocking that expansion when the too early. But nice move here by Lucky Tiger, killing that probe right away. So Typhoon Fusion didn't do mineral walk. He could have easily escaped that. But here's Lucky Tiger, Purple Protoss scouting. He's gonna see a Cyber. So just a standard build here. And looks like, is he gonna return the favor killing the Purple Protoss probe? Looks like he might because he's not controlling it. And I think that Zealot, oh yeah, he does. He does kill it. And instead of the Cyber, he's electing to start off with a Forge. I think he's gonna build a couple of cannons up front. And there is the Cyber. You don't want to delay your Cyber, your Protoss. You have to put that down as soon as your gateway's finished. But I like the fact that he's spending his money. The first Zealot is there to clear out the pylon. And I think he's going to put down a couple of cannons here in the front. Just make sure he's safe. But here is a Robo for Typhoon Fusion. I think he's going to do some Prism play. I think the scouting report on Typhoon Fusion initially was that he loves to go charge slots and he loves to just mass them up and just overrun you with them. But lately, he's been adding Prism play in his build. Right, he's adding Stalkers that can blink, bringing a Prism behind the base, warping in some units, doing harass that way. But looks like Lucky Tiger adds 2 cannons in the back, so he'll be safe in the back. So this would help him defend against this Prism play by Typhoon Fusion. So let's see if he builds a Warp Prism right away. Yes, he does. Takes his expansion. That's nice to see. In the meantime, Lucky Tiger's just making more Zealots here. You know, Lucky Tiger started playing about 5-6 weeks ago, and so he's really been practicing a lot. He still has a ways to go, but he's improved since the very beginning. So I'd like to see him keep improving here. Warp Prism is done. Ooh, there's expansion. That's good to see. So he doesn't fall that far behind in economy. In terms of economy, though, he is 4 probes behind. And there is There's a Twilight on the way. There's going to be a harass of Zealots, but I think he's going to be prepared for this because he has cannons. He doesn't have cannons in the front, but he does have them in the back, which will be, which will help him defend this easily. So, you know, this is actually turning out to be an even game here so far. All right, so here's the Warp Prism coming in. He's going to drop 3 Zealots and maybe warp in more. But I think the 2 cannons there might be enough to defend this. And this actually shoos Typhoon Fusion away. No, actually, he goes around and tries to attack that 1 Zealot. But there are 3 others there. Takes out the 1 Zealot right away. This is a micro battle here. But there's 3-2. All right, so takes out 2. There's more coming. Stalkers are coming as well. But I think he'll be... His mineral life line is safe. But his buildings may not be. So... Alright, so more warp in. This is a very aggressive Typhoon Fusion here. Alright, so... Lucky Tiger needs to bring all his units up to defend this. He is making a... Is that a shield battery? Yes, it is a shield battery. But it's within range of the Stalkers and it's not being protected by the cannons. Now... Stalkers are going to come up to help. But more Stalkers for Typhoon Fusion. This is a really good move here by Typhoon Fusion. Lucky Tiger needs to back up to the safety of the cannons, but he does not. He loses both Stalkers. He's going to lose another one. And this is not trading very efficiently for him. Now Stalkers are... This is going to start to snowball here if he just keeps warping in Stalkers. Problem here is Lucky Tiger does not have warp. And I don't think he researched it. He is now relying... Oh, yeah, he did. It just hasn't transformed to a warp gate yet because he has Stalkers queued up. Yeah, and the thing is he's funneling them one at a time. Now he's trying to target the Warp Prism, but you know there's enough Stalkers here to kill your stuff very quickly. Now this is gonna depower that 1 cannon. Now we'll make him... Yeah, I think this is gonna be a unit control loss. It's a good game by Lucky Tiger. And Typhoon Fusion takes game number 1. So that's a good move by Typhoon Fusion, being aggressive. Taking advantage of the fact that he has a better unit control than his opponent. But, you know, right before that, they were pretty much in good, even state. So let's, it's going to take us to game number 2 in Pillars of Gold. Let me set up the game real quick. Make sure we use the right mod. Alright, so that was a nice, good, decisive strategy here by Typhoon Fusion. Now, he is, I believe, 3-0 in the season. So this will really cement his first place seeding. Well, actually, he's going to have to... We'll see the result between him and Little Reaper later on. But he's pretty much in the playoffs now, so...
Yeah, just to show the maps. Here's the map selection.
Yep, so map selection... Lucky Tiger picks Romanticide the first game, Typhoon Fusion Pillars, and then if Lucky Tiger wins the second game, we might get to see Light Shield. So, make sure players are ready. And let's do this. Alright, those of you just tuning in, you guys are watching
FSL Season 3.
Alright, see on cam, Lucky Tiger talking to himself, trying to psych himself up. It's like, you got this, man. While Typhoon Fusion has a concentration and the focus to try to finish off this match. So let's introduce our players here on the top right. We have our purple Protoss. He is
Lucky Tiger.
And on the bottom left side of Pillars of Gold, He is.
Typhoon Fusion.
Alright, so early scout here by Typhoon Fusion again. Last time he lost his probe because of the surround. He's going to do another block on the expansion, which, you know, it is way too early. But looks like that's what he is comfortable with in his build order. So, you know, if you're comfortable with it in this stage, you go with what you have. You know, in this level, it's not as big of, you know, it's not that big of a deal. But once he starts moving up, let's say he makes the playoffs, he starts, he's gonna play against a higher ranked player. You know, he might need to optimize his build, optimize the usage of his minerals. But in this stage, you know, it's okay. There looks like there was a rally error here for Lucky Tiger. I think he's a little bit discombobulated here. He's actually attacking his own. Wait, what was killed there? Yeah, he killed his own probe.
Yeah, he killed this guy by mistake, but he's gonna get it back right here.
So he killed. Yeah, he gets Typhoon Fusion's probe. But I think he has a probe not. Well, no, I think he fixed. Yeah, he still has a probe not mining. That is still sitting there, the one that killed the other probe. So right there, he's already behind in economy. He's one probe. Well, they're kind of tied right now, but he's not mining with one. And at this stage of the game, it's actually a big deal. It won't matter if much more on. All right, so again, Forge for Lucky Tiger. And I should probably use the Zealots download to clear out that pylon. But there it is. So he does need, well, yeah, so he does need to get his warp gate going as soon as possible. Problem is if you're playing mirror matchup and they're just making more than you, it's gonna start to snowball once they're in the offensive. And it's not like the Protoss has to walk their units across the map, unlike other races. Protoss can just set up shop right next to you with a warp prism or a forward pylon, and they can warp in. And so once you're behind in units, it can easily snowball in PvP. So warp gate's almost done here for Typhoon Fusion, but I don't see a Robo. Well, there it is. As I say that, Robo's coming up. I think he might use the same strat. This time, Lucky Tiger is actually going to make more committed defense here, although he's wide open on the top side. Oh, as I say that, there's another cannon up there. But I think his goal here is to just not die early. And let's see if he survives. Now this Adept's gonna come in here, but it's not gonna do much with the defenses set up. So Adept's gonna go in, maybe do some more scouting. So this accomplishes his goal here for Lucky Tiger. It's like, you know what? I'm not gonna die early on. Let me just get my infrastructure up. Let me see if I can take, I'd rather take my chances in the mid to late game. So let's see what he's doing. He's banking up minerals. Alright, I like the fact that he's chronoing his warp gate this time. But he only has 2 gates. Alright, there's a 3rd gate. That's good to see. Alright. So a Forge here for Typhoon Fusion as well. I'm glad to see Lucky Tiger's taking his expansion, while Typhoon Fusion's going on ahead in terms of army count and worker count, and at the same time he's going to start harassing. Here's a Stargate for Lucky Tiger. So let's see if he survives this early harass and he can actually get to Stargate units. I think that's what he likes to do, right? He likes to start massing Stargate units. He likes to massing air units. But let's see. So here's the War Prism. He's gonna skirt around to the right side, and he's gonna start doing some harass. Let's see if Lucky Tiger reacts. He warps in a unit, but he's not bringing up. There it is. He's not bringing it up, and I think he's gonna be able to pick off this War Prism. Nice job there. He specifically targeted, and I think this will end the harass of Typhoon Fusion. Now we're going to move on to the second phase of the game here. I think this allows Lucky Tiger to start getting the composition and the units that he likes to work with, which is, he loves to go air. And let's see if he gets there. Doesn't look like Typhoon Fusion's going to do anything now to prevent him. I think we're going to roll into our mid game, and Lucky Tiger's now chronoing probes, which is good to see. There's only 10 supply down now that Typhoon Fusion warped in a bunch of stalkers. So we get to go to the mid game, boys. Alright, so +1 attack, ground attack for Lucky Tiger. Charge for Typhoon Fusion. And he too is making his Stargate. Lucky Tiger hasn't used his Stargate yet though, so I think he's just trying to get his econ back up. I think he's far behind. And glad that they're both using their minerals and gas. Right? This stage in the game, usually once you start seeing 7 to 8, 10-minute game in the Code B, you start seeing a big bank. But that's not the case here. They're both using it. They're making their infrastructure. 2 gateways, in fact, for Lucky Tiger. And Typhoon Fusion's just rounding out his force. Has an Immortal, more Zealots, charges more than halfway done. And a Robo here for Lucky Tiger as well. And they're still producing probes, which is good to see. Alright, so the first air unit is going to be made by Typhoon Fusion, an Oracle. So that Oracle can do some damage here on the... actually, is he making it? Yeah, that is the pylon. Right in the middle of the mineral line there. I would have preferred to put that pylon outside of the mineral line, and then if you wanted to build a shield battery or a cannon, then you can put it in. But he might just make 2 cannons each side of that mineral line. So actually he's making a third expansion here for Typhoon Fusion. So alright. So the Void Ray production has started for Lucky Tiger. He's starting to have a bank here, and if he wants to start making air units, he probably should drop down another Stargate, but he's gonna put down a second forge. It's curious because he's already had one from the beginning of the game that he used to upgrade to research +1 attack. He's making a second one, so I wonder if he forgot it or he's planning to do 2 upgrades at a time. So here's the Oracle. It's gonna skirt around on the left side. It's gonna look for expansions first, any ninjas, but I think he can do a lot of damage here on the natural if Lucky Tiger doesn't react right away. Alright, second Stargate for... Yeah, so this is the problem with that pylon there. It's making those probes go all the way around to mine, which is not a good thing. So here's the Oracle. Let's see, I think he's gonna be able to kill 5 or 6 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 until 6. It's worth it. He loses the Oracle, but 6 probes is that pushes his lead to double digits in terms of worker count. So Lucky Tiger decides to put some defenses now in his natural, and he is getting... there's a big force coming for Typhoon Fusion here. And so Lucky Tiger needs to start warping in units, otherwise he might actually get overrun here because he doesn't have a shield battery there. He needs to start warping in units. He's making Void Rays. Alright, so there's 3 Stalkers, that's good, but he might need to start making Zealots because there are Immortals there. But he is on the high ground, and everybody who's watched StarCraft, right? You don't take somebody on with having a high ground advantage over you. So let's see how this goes. I think the Zealots might get stuck in the choke, so it makes them less effective. But let's see if... Oh no, Lucky Tiger... Oh, it gets pushed out by the... Now this will trigger the attack. I think there's too much Protoss here for Teal. Now, the Zealots are all in the back though. And I think the Stalkers are all gonna fall before... Well, no, let's see. This is going to be too close to fall here. The cannons are also helping out in the back. And there are no more Stalkers. So I think the Void Rays will be able to do a lot of damage. And he cannot touch the Void Rays. And he's going to be able to defend this. Alright, so that was not a good positioning there by Typhoon Fusion. But you know what? You know, he did a lot of damage. Right? He pretty much traded, which is okay because you have a third. Lucky Tiger does not have a third.
The battle report is showing now.
Battle report. Let's see here. Yeah, Lucky Tiger. So let's... Typhoon Fusion lost. Trying to understand how to read this. So Lucky Tiger destroyed 2 Immortals. So he destroyed a lot more, which is 3,300. Then Typhoon Fusion destroying 28. So, like what we thought, Lucky Tiger came on top on that one. But economy-wise, right, he's falling behind, and it's gonna be almost 20 probes behind. And the third base. Alright. So, you know, the good thing is they're both spending their money. Typhoon Fusion is spending his money very well. It's, you know, really nice to see in this level. Lucky Tiger is now taking his third, which is good. And he is... Oh, he hasn't made any more Void Rays here. But you know what? I mean, he doesn't have enough probes, but he just has enough to saturate the 2 bases that he has. He does need to produce more so he can saturate the third, but Lucky Tiger is going to move out. He actually made a War Prism and bringing it with him. But this might not be a good idea because there's a lot of Stalkers there and Immortals. And this might... he's going to get routed here, I think. Right, yeah, so that's... That was not a very good attack. He's going to lose entire army there. And if we look at the battle report after this last one is done, Lucky Tiger was able to kill 1 probe and 1 Stalker while losing his entire army, which is not good. Now, this triggers Typhoon Fusion to go counter because he knows there's not much left on the other side of the map. And he may be right. The Stalkers alone, that I think they have Blink. Yep, they do have Blink. They can easily take care of this game, right? This is it's gonna be GG here soon. There's no way that he can stop this. There's a blink forward, sniping 1 Stalker at a time. And I think this will be it for Lucky Tiger. He fought a good game. He defended the first, second, and third waves. But eventually, right, the superior econ, and then also the bad move there in the latter part cost him the game there. And I think he's just processing the loss, thinking, hey, what could I have done better? But you know, there's a little things here and there that you could have done better. But overall, he's getting the hang of the game. He's getting the hang of playing, you know, how to defend in the early game. And he just needs to know when to attack and when not to attack. Those things you get to learn by just playing and using things like this. And I like to see, you know, I like what I've seen in his progress, but I also like what I've seen in Typhoon Fusion's progress. He's really improved tremendously from Season 2 to Season 3. So, let's actually talk to the players here, although we don't have Typhoon Fusion. Oh, there he is. Let's talk to our players. Good game, guys. It was closer there in the second game, but good job, Typhoon Fusion, for finishing it out. But Lucky Tiger, you know, I'd like to commend you. You actually very improved game over game, right?
Say that. Hold on. Let me get you one more time. Tab. There we go. I can hear you.
Right. So I've seen, I seen that you've adjusted your build to defend first, and I've seen that you like to defend your main base first. And is that what you've seen in the ladder games that you've played? Is that they attack your main base and you want to defend that right away?
Like when the first time I learned this game, got really good at it. Well, not good, just got it. Then they hit me fast in the back with the little flying guys or ships, and that's kind of what kind of got me. So I started defense first, because of that. Between that and the Terran coming in with that little jetpack guy, and it would just knock me out. Like I'd be like, "What do you do with this dude?" But that's kind of what happened. Man, it's just like game day. I could play online. I've seen so much smoother. Here, it's like
I know. There's a difference between practicing and playing ladder, and then after playing ladder and then playing playoffs, etc. So once it gets a little bit more serious, right? Sometimes we all fall. We don't play the way we usually practice, but you'll get there. I see the improvement in your game. I see the improvement in your reaction to being harassed and attacked, and the unit control. It's improving, right? But it's a lot to ask that you'll be in a specific level after 6 weeks, right? So I like what I've seen, and I think you're improving, and just keep going at it, and you'll see results, right? So, Kate, do you have any questions here for Lucky Tiger?
No, you played pretty well. Nice job. Just gotta keep at it, keep producing that kind of thing. So that's all you really need to do. You were actually in there.
Yep, you're there. It's like again in PvP, it'll start to snowball once you have a deficit, and I think that was the case. He took his third a lot earlier than you did, and he had a bigger force. And I think the biggest mistake that you had in that game is that you attacked at the wrong time, when your entire force got wiped, and that was not the time to attack. And I think by playing games, you'll be able to identify when's a good time to attack, when's a good time to you see that force and you just back off and go home, right? And you'll learn that by just playing. So good job, and we'll look forward to your next game. I think you're playing this Friday, right?
Yep. I guess attitude.
Yep. So we'll look forward to the improvement that you have, and show us some good games on Friday. Good job. All right. So congratulations, Typhoon Fusion, on your undefeated season so far. How do you feel?
I feel very great of where I am so far. I feel more energetic than what I said last time, so it's a good sign.
It's a very good sign. Now, I like your very aggressive style that you've just demonstrated so far. Was that your game plan coming in today? Was just, what, I'm going to be aggressive? And is that how you prepared?
Yeah, my main goal was just to harass the enemy, so that's what I did basically for the first game.
All right, cool. Your next game is against Little Reaper, so I think that will be a game that might decide the first place in this division. How are you planning to prepare for that one?
I'm not gonna say because he's probably watching the stream right now.
Okay, but so that would be an important game. So I think you're going to be well prepared, and we look forward to how you improve in the next game. So I think, so it's going to be a very good game. Congratulations. Good job, both of you. And we'll see you both in your next game.
All right.
KJ, do you have any questions or comments for Typhoon Fusion? All right, so I think he's trying to work out our production kinks here. But good job, and we'll talk to you soon.
All right. See you later.
Later. All right, guys, we're gonna set up our next game. We'll be right back.
Can you hear me okay? Alright, I think we
Yeah,
have
I can hear you
this as a temporary one.
now. Yeah, I can hear you now. So,
Cool.
are we on break right now?
Yeah, we're on break right now. We're gonna play an ad really quick.
You want to do the code S match first, so it doesn't look like, well, Cyan.
Yeah,
said he
yeah, we
might
can do
not
that.
be in-
If
he said 8
neutrophil's
o'clock.
ready.
Yeah.
And
So
regret, yep.
Isaac, you ready? Isaac. Get on. Get ready just in case if Cyan's actually typing. Hold on.
Talk that, Isaac.
Yeah, we're gonna have both of you.
Alright.
Alright, so we're gonna do the code S.
Code S will be first. Let's do this.
Which wait, I can't cast that. So you're gonna have to cast that.
Yeah, I guess I'll cast it. No problem.
Alright, so do your vetoes.
Yeah, if we're doing vetoes, let's go show that on the screen, guys. So you guys can check out how that works. We're gonna jump right into code S first. So over the code A, because the code A is a little bit running late. Just to show you guys the map. There you go, the map selections. There you go. There's the veto. So we're making do. We had this weird issue with the sound, the echoes. I've switched mics, headsets, etc. So now it's kind of working where I'm actually using a different laptop, joining in Discord, so you can hear me through that. So there's a little bit of delay on my head, but for you guys, you won't notice it. And at least there's no more echo. That's the key, right? So, all right. So there's the vetoes right now. You guys can see that. I think they're done with the 4 maps, and now we're gonna start out with which map first. Let us see. Okay, there's the vetoes, all done, guys. So game 1 will be on Lightshade, game 2 will be on Pillars of Gold, and the decider, if it gets there, is Romanticide. I'm excited for this, guys. This is going to be really cool. These guys are pretty high level on our league. They're on code S. They're going to be pretty set. We'll wait for their cameras to get on. To be on, we have to show that. So waiting for Sep to do that and get that all set. We need them up here on this channel. Let's take a look at these players. That is Regret right there, guys, and that's Neutrophil. The young ones are right there. Alright. This is going to be cool. It's a Protoss versus Zerg going for you. I'm sure Regret is looking forward to this. You know, the gatekeeper at the upper levels is really a neutrophil. That's the standard you measure yourself against. And now he has to play him. And if I had to make a prediction here, you know, I still don't think he's at that level, but who knows? With the Zerg cheeses he has planned, he could pull an upset. We're gonna start off right now, guys. We are starting on Lightshade for game 1, guys. This is it. Game 1 for Code S. Starting right now. With the two young ones. This is
FSL Season 3.
Alrighty. Top left corner, the Protoss player. It is
Neutrophil.
and his opponent, the Zerg player. What does he have planned for him?
Regret.
So a mixed scout there. I mean, a quick scout for Neutrophil. He spots the hatch first build. No immediate cheese just yet. And for him, he has a pylon and gateway at the bottom, so he can expand, starting his wall. All pretty standard right now, guys. There's no cheese yet identified by myself, so pretty good. Look at him drop the GG right there on top of the 20-year anniversary thing. There's the pool. Neutrophil now gonna actually he's playing safe. He saw that it was a late pool, right? But he still drops down the cyber first, and then there's the Nexus. So I think that's a good move. So and he's gonna go back in and check. Now let's see what happens here. No, nothing really, guys. Sorry, I just had to fiddle with the mic, but luckily nothing really happening here. The Zerg is gonna take his third now safely. Back here, second gateway. Nothing of note just yet, guys. Oh, but there's the Stargate by Neutrophil, so. And even then, that's standard. His Adept is doing some nice harass. Does he get any? Kills one. Oh, maybe I get a second. There it is. So you get another one? Oh my gosh, he's got 2. 4. Got 4 total, guys. Alright, that kind of got out of hand. Neutrophil making that second pylon picture. It's not a Artosis pylon here, but you know what? Regret is actually just it's not cheesing. He's macroing behind all this. He has these safety lanes, and that's it. Like he's not. And Neutrophil is gonna send another adept to go check what is up. And Void Ray's coming up as well as a Twilight. So. Okay. Prism. Is he worried about a prism? Why is he going back here? I don't know what that was for. Maybe he just got a little worried about something. Void Ray kills that overlord that was there. And actually, regrets getting speed for his overlord, so he plans on doing a follow-up scout eventually with maybe this guy or this guy. One of them will go in just to see what is going on between in Neutrophil's base, because he hasn't expanded and he's actually adding more gateways. It looks like he's looking to attack with a charge lot. And where's that Void Ray, guys? There's the Void Ray. He's just looking around to kill overlords. And now he's gonna find the other one. His second overlord kill. There you go. Regret is actually droning pretty well right now. You know, this whole time he still only has those 6 lanes, so that's well done by him. But he needs to watch out because there's the Prism, and I think with the Phoenix. Okay, Mass Phoenix dropped with a charge lot is the plan by the Protoss. He's even getting a Forge, maybe for upgrades or can or something. I don't know, but he's making a lot of charge lots or zealots here. And charge is about to finish. So if Regret takes too long, not make the units for defense, he's gonna die to these charge lots. So that's the key. Regret is also getting the lair, so I don't think he knows this is coming. His phoenixes are coming now. And does Regret actually see anything in that base? No, he doesn't have any vision. He got the Overlord speed, but he's not actually scouting with it. So he doesn't know this huge force of Zealots coming his way. This is not good. That's gonna catch him off guard, guys. He's not ready here. Look at this. It's right outside his vision, really. He does not know this is coming. That's impending doom right there, guys. There it is. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of Zealots. And Regret has no Banelings. Oh, he does at the bottom here, but they're too far away. It would be nice if they hit right in the middle. And here's the big problem. Now, you're dealing with all these charge lots. The Banelings are back here. It seems like he's going to sack that base. He's going to go in here and force a fight. He sacrifices a few charge lots to draw the first set of Banelings. And there's a lot more Banelings coming. And he's gonna trigger that. Regret can't trigger it only a few a few Zealots. He needs to, yeah, on that. That's a nice hit. But he needs more than that. He doesn't have anything now, and he needs roaches, man. This is not gonna trade too well. But he does have workers to lose. He has plenty to lose. Well, now not anymore. He's about even in worker count. There's still a lot more charge lots here. He still hasn't taken care of that Prism. There's still all these charge lots. Is he gonna... Like, Regret is barely not holding this. I think he really needed a Roach Warren, even on the worker count, so he still has a chance if he somehow shuts this down soon before he loses that hatchery. Otherwise, there's no hope for him to come back here, because he's taken a 3rd base already. Oh, and loses the hatchery. Regret in big trouble now, because the base for the Protoss, the 3rd base, is ahead of the Zerg's 3rd base, and the worker count, well, Protoss is even ahead. Destroys that one again, a little bit premature. He does have these workers back here. He's mining on 1 base. So, never mind, I said 3 base, but I really was hoping for a 2nd. And just like that, it's over for game 1.
Neutrophil.
Regret really needed some roaches, or maybe stop droning 5 workers before that. More Banelings in time. He just was not ready. So that's pretty much the story of that game. I've been on the receiving end of that plenty of times. So he needs to look. I like the start. He droned up really well. But there was a point there where he really needed to start making units. And if he's going to do these lanes, he needs to be active with them with the lanes. He needs to see where the attack is coming from. And then he needs to know, right? Because lings are fast. So you can send a few lings at the corners, patrolling, etc. You need to spot the Prism with the Protoss. With the Protoss still making more units, right? You had plenty of time. But he didn't see it coming. Anyway, we're going to go into our next game now, guys. It'll be on Pillars of Gold. Can Regret take it back? This is a tough test for him, but can he do it? He really needs to maybe go back to his roots and be aggressive. That one he was too defensive. Or not, no, too passive and droned too long. Anyway, guys, this is
FSL Season 3.
in the bottom left of Pillars of Gold, the Zerg player.
Regret.
His opponent. The test for the Codes players. Season 1 champion.
Neutrophil.
So Neutrophil with the scout, of course, the early scout, looking for Regret's cheese. Regret is actually going to hatch first. Is he going to be blocked? He's not going to be blocked. He brings it down just in time. Look at that. That's very nice. He brings it out right before Protoss can block it, even with a pylon scout, right? Was that a pylon scout or a gateway scout? I didn't catch it. Sorry, guys. But Regret, once again, going to go his normal econ route, which is a good thing to do, for sure. But he's just got to know when to pull the trigger on making more units. Because he was on 6 links for a very long time. And he had some banelings ready, but he missed the big warpins on the other side. Let's see what Neutrophil will do to test them out, right? Is he going to be aggressive, or is he going to play defensive now? You know, if you want to, I think until he solves the problem of how to stop your aggressive attack, the charge lock, I think that's an all-in actually. Until he stops it, why not keep doing it, right? You have a game to lose, why not? So anyway, so far, somewhat normal game again. Neutrophil comes back here to double check. Is there a Roach Warren? What's going on? Only 1 gas, still pretty normal. Okay. Just a few links coming out, 6 for Regret, and then he's going to be probably taking his 3rd base soon. But the other side, Neutrophil has an Adept coming, of course. That's the follow-up scout. That's pretty normal, right? And Neutrophil's probe is going on the left side to hide the pylon, but I think this guy will see it. He's right there. And Neutrophil may not have seen that, right? So that's a good move by Isaac, aka Regret, to pretend he didn't see it. And maybe Neutrophil missed it. But actually, Isaac's gonna go kill that pylon and probe, so he's not gonna wait. In the meantime, here, where's that Adept by Neutrophil? There it is. Okay, so pylon gone, as well as the probe. This Adept's gonna try to kill workers. Gets 1. Is he gonna get a 2nd? Yes, he is. He canceled the shade. Oh my gosh, 3 workers. Regret is really not handling this one well. He's gonna lose 4 workers once again. And that's a good trade this early in the game. 1 Adept for 4 workers. That is not really good at all. So, I mean, the only good thing is Regret did kill a probe, and he's about to finish off this pylon, which he was busy with. That's why he couldn't address that Adept problem. So, all in all, what is the loss? Oh, I guess we didn't have that. But units lost or resources lost 225 to 250. So not too terrible. Not too terribly different. On the other side, again, Stargate and Twilight for Neutrophil. This Overlord is going to spot it. And spot both techs. There you go, and sees the Void Ray building as well as some upgrade here, which we know to be Glaives. So Regret gonna check. I think he checked out the front. He knew he can get in. He's gonna go again, I guess. Yeah, there's no point. He is taking a 3rd, and there's the Void Ray. Gonna take care of that Overlord. This Overlord is gonna get killed in a minute if he doesn't watch it. He needs to get home. These Overlords need to go home. They're just free Overlords at this point. Regret's getting his third. He's getting a Roach Warren this time. That's a smart move right there, and then getting the Lair. Because you don't want to lose the same build. But this time it's going to be Glaive Adepts, unlike the last one where it was Charge Lock. So Neutrophil actually opting not to get a third base. So he's kind of all in, I think. Right? Roach is a good move against Adepts. But you know, you're gonna have to see much better control from him. And he's gonna go Hydras after that. So if he can survive this Roach, this Adept attack, it's coming soon, because Adept Glaze is about to finish. Neutrophil opting not to show his Adept yet. He's probably gonna make another set, another warp in of oh, he's supply block. Wow. He didn't plan this one out very well, because he could have warped in a bit more. Yeah. There you go. He finally gets the supply and warps in additional Adepts. So here it is. And now he's gonna go hit hard with these Glaive Adepts. Neutrophil is gonna catch Isaac, aka Regret, again if he doesn't watch it. But you know, at this point, if you're Zerg, there's no third base. You really should have been making Roaches all along, right? And he skips the Roach phase, makes Hydras. And there's the Prism on the right side. Where's the Adepts? There's the Adepts on the left side. Oh, man, I don't think he has enough units. He starts to make spines, but I think it might be a little late. The Prism is on the right. Can he handle all these Adepts? Okay, there you go. There's some... Oh, man, the Hydras are not enough. They're gonna get wiped out. You know, Regret just doesn't have enough units here. But actually, Neutrophil is not fighting in the right spot. He should have been fighting where the workers are. He draws them in there, and he shaves down here. He cancels. There you go. He's gonna try to kill workers here. 8 workers go down, and on the other side, oh my gosh, he's getting torn apart. 2 sides. Adept warp-ins here. Lots of Adepts there. He finally will clean up the Adepts here on the left side, but he's lost 16 workers. He's down to 29 workers, guys. He still needs to deal with these Adepts. There you go. There's more. 22 workers. Neutrophil trying to micro and control and kill, focus on the workers. So, a pretty good deal there. At the end of the day, lots of units lost. Similar resources lost, but the problem is Zerg killed more workers. So, or Zerg lost more workers. So 30 to 40 workers now. Neutrophil should probably try to expand now, though. Otherwise, he is making more Void Rays here. He's chasing these Adepts. Where is that Prism? Where did that Prism go? Okay, he's gonna try to go on the left side now. So he's just doing attacks on the left and right side. Very cool to see. And a warp in here. Oh man, you know, Neutrophil is pulling him apart, attacking on left and right side. These Adepts are now a little bit busy. Look how far away the army is from this. He has to fight with his workers and loses 15, 16, 17 workers. Oh my goodness. Regret, man. Should have left some units at home. I think he's discombobulated, to use the word. Right there, look, 3 queens out of position. He's just getting pulled apart everywhere. 24 workers gone. 19 to 43 workers. Although, Neutrophil's still only on 2 bases. Only on 2 bases. Now, the production, Regret's trying to catch up. He's got 6 workers coming, but oh my goodness. Once again, he's out of position. Like, he keeps leaving his base. Why does he keep going here? Oh man, more workers get killed. He really needs to leave some roaches here, right? And even I would move this spine over to the corner. Now his Lings are looking for an opportunity. Actually, Neutrophil takes a secret base. So let's see if Regret sees this. 43, 34 workers. Regret has done a good job trying to catch up by just making... Oh, he's gonna spot it! There it is. You need to go kill the workers, not the pylon. Or now you kill the pylon, but fortunately... Oh, he only kills 4 workers. But the thing is, he's targeting the thing is now he knows about this base. Will Regret punish it? And look at that. Not too little too late. He's actually now making spines on the left side. But I think Regret Neutrophil is done with this, right? But I guess better late than never. Because looks what happened. Regret now has the worker lead. So he's droned up quite nicely. Neutrophil retains the 3rd base and getting a 4th base. So a little bit nuts there. Thanks for that sub, Passer 2300. So there you go. Now Regrets made this a game. He's come back in workers. Neutrophil does have a 4th base, so technically Protoss is still ahead. Worker count is ahead for Zerg, but supply count was even, but looks like Zerg just made a ton of stuff. What did they make? So now he's making Hydras. He's got Banelings in there, guys. Regrets taking his 4th base. Okay, so this game's gonna go on a little bit longer. It's gonna be a bit dangerous for Protoss. When's the Zerg? Oh no! Oh no! You know what these things are. Oh my gosh, he just got 3 carriers already. Alright, never mind what I said. It was kind of even. And look, Neutrophil is still trying to get workers. 2, 3, 4. But just 3. And then here, he's just doing his best to just be annoying. What Regret doesn't know is there's a massive Golden Armada fleet coming. I guess the Armada fleet, it's kind of the same thing, right? But he's got a massive set of spaceships here, aka the Golden Armada. Oh my goodness. But if so Regret can win this. If he kills this base, then somehow deals with this air army. This air army is scary. Now, one thing though that Neutrophil, he's only at 4 carriers, so that's the only thing, right? I mean, there's a point where you just need more. Okay, Regret's gonna try to kill this base. There you go. Nice job. Yeah, Neutrophil should have probably kept making more carriers, but he's sticking with Tempest for the next set. The good thing about the Tempest is it doesn't cost money to shoot. Carriers lose interceptors and have to make it, so maybe he's just worried about his income because he doesn't have a whole lot of money. Neutrophil only has 300 plus minerals. He's only on the 3rd base, regaining his 4th base. So Regret, aka the Swarm, is now somewhat coming back. In fact, he has the supply lead. So there is a chance. There's a chance here that the Zerg Swarm... Oh my goodness, there's still a DT here. There you go, takes care of that. How many workers are killed in this game? 62 workers, guys! He's killed 62 workers. I think that's the highest I've ever seen. And yet, Regret is back to 60 workers, which means he's made 120 plus. And here comes the Golden Armada. Regret seems like he's not ready to fight, and he's gonna fight now. Good Biles here, but there's a lot of Immortals there. Does he have enough anti-air? He needs some casters. He's gonna kill the ground army, but his air army is gigantic. And he's just slowly going to die. Ooh, good Biles, but he's got to do that 10 times over. Supply count is even. Regret's still making more Hydras. And you know what I think about Hydras. They're no good against air unless you get that what do you call that? The shroud, right? He's missing the biles, but it's not hard to miss. To not get hit by biles. He does kill a carrier, so that's the good news. But like I said, oh, he makes him recall. Okay, that's good. This game's gonna go on a little bit longer. You know, Regret does have this secret base here on the right. So, it's still doable, guys. This is still possible, but Regret really needs corruptors. You know, you can't really stay on this Hydra thing that you're doing. Your upgrades aren't there yet. He's gonna. Was he sacking these roaches? Don't sack the roaches. Run! No! There you go. Regret checking around. There is a possibility here that Regret can win. If he kills enough workers and... Because Neutrophil is not rich, guys. Regret still may... Oh my gosh, he's dealing with Dark Templars. He somehow lost his Overseer? What is Overseer? It's really puzzling. This game is like scrappy and messy. You know, yeah, and that's a good point about the ground army. I mean, you know, if Neutrophil doesn't have any, you could make a lot of links. Links. Like, I would switch to Link Corruptor, or even sack some of these roaches, maybe. I'm not sure. But, you know, he needs to get to Lair. I mean, to Hive. So he really needs the casters, right? Spellcasters, like Vipers and Infestors. 8 workers get killed. What's the grand total? 85 workers killed, boys and girls. And we're not done. Another set right here. Oh my gosh. Are we gonna hit 100 workers killed? You guys think we'll do that? Another 12 there. Grand total of 89. Regret has 56 workers so far. So how many workers has Regret made? That's a lot. Like 140 plus, right? Workers made. Look at this Golden Armada. It's even bigger with Templar support. So it's gonna be rainy. It's gonna be stormy. Here it is. This is probably the last fight. I don't see him stopping this. He doesn't have Corruptors. So he's trying to do a split, but at this point, split or not, that's not the problem. Here comes there's the storms. And he's got more where that came from. More Hydras coming in. He finally makes a Spire, but I think it's too late. He really needed the Corruptors. Because there's not a lot of, what do you call these things? Void Rays, anyway. That's gonna do it, guys. A 2-0, very clean game for Neutrophil. We're gonna head on to our last series after some interviews. Let's go see if we can do that with Seth hopping on too.
Yep, they're unmuted.
Alright guys, let's start with you, Regret. You did not seem to have a chance, a plan of cheesing at all in this matchup. Why is that?
Well, I know that Neutrophil is a very good defensive player, so I didn't think that cheesing would do any good. Plus, I know that he practices very often with one of the best Zerg cheesers that I know, Dark Menace. So I just felt like that would be a very effective strategy.
He's one of the best Zerg cheesers. I think that would be Spaghettio, but okay. That's so funny. Alright, so that's actually, I agree with you on that assessment. That you had a really good plan of, you know, macroing. It's just that the first game you seem to have not realized that he was assembling a ton of Zella right outside your vision. You had you know, Zerglings but you didn't kind of like move them around everywhere, so you missed it. So you didn't have enough units by the time you hit. I think your Ling Bane was a sound thing, but do you think you feel better about Ling Bane or Roaches against Charge Lot All-Ins?
Against Charge Lot, I probably should have gone for Roaches.
Got it. You can do it with Hydras. I mean, Ling Bane too, but you just gotta have those Banelings morphed earlier. So not bad. I really like game 1 though. Your plan there was good, except you just kind of didn't make the units in time. You just missed it. But you had really good econ. Everything was going well. He was on 2 base. Now game 2, my question for you, Regret, is that game probably didn't feel close, but it was actually closer than you might think. Despite losing, take a guess how many workers you lost overall.
40.
89. And yet you made 50 plus on top of that. So that's got to be an FSL record. That's a lot of workers. And because of that, the game was actually closer until the Golden Armada got in there. But, your plan in there was not to lose to with not having Roach. Is that correct? Like you made the Roach Warren, I saw.
My plan in that game was kind of just to survive. Maybe not lose as many drones, but I guess I didn't do very well on that. I wasn't really sure what he was heading to. I didn't think to send Overlords in his base. And I didn't have a Spire. I feel like even if I did drop a Spire, I wouldn't have enough money for that anyways.
Yeah, but I think you did great as far as coming back and making a game out of it. Because there's a point there after you killed his base, his secret base on the top left, where you actually took the supply lead and the worker lead. So, but the problem was he then switched over to creating the Golden Armada secretly. So there was a window there, but you will never know that. We see everything, you don't. That's the problem. All right. Well, it was a good test for you. Do you feel like you're better the last time than you faced him?
Probably not.
You don't think you improved since the last time? I think you have.
I don't know. I wouldn't be able to tell. It's like my grandparents. Whenever I see them, they tell me I've gotten so much taller, and to me, I've just been seeing the world from the same height the whole time.
That's true. It's a good point. Well, take it from us. We feel like you got better. It's just there's a couple of things in there that you need to change and improve, and the games could go differently. So nice job, even though it may not feel like it. All right, let's talk to the winner, Neutrophil. Actually, Seth, do you have any questions before we head on over to Neutrophil for Regret?
No, I think the game 2 would have turned out a lot differently if he was able to defend against the Adept Harass in the very beginning. I think it kind of set him back and wasn't able to defend the air because he wasn't prepared for it. Because he spent all his money trying to catch up with it. But I think if he defended the Adept Harass, that game would have been so much different.
Yeah, it all starts with that massive Adept kills, right? He's like 30 workers or something. I don't know, something crazy. But anyway, let's head on over to the winner, Neutrophil. Neutrophil, what was your plan going into this game, knowing that in the past Regret has been very aggressive?
So I was always going to do my charge lot after the Stargate play, but I was worried of some sort of top pool or something, so I was always ready to drop a forge. But yeah, I just tried to play safe and tried to get my build up.
So that's game 1 charge lot, went according to plan. Game 2, you killed a lot of workers, but then the games kind of got scrappy and close until you had the Golden Armada. Is that how you felt about the games?
Yeah, I didn't plan the Adepts until I saw I got a lot of kills in the beginning, so I just wanted to follow up on it, see if I could do a lot more damage.
Gotcha. All right, so I guess you guys will prepare for your next matches. It's past mid-season, but it sounds like you guys may meet again, so I'm sure there'll be a lot of preparation, especially if you meet in the playoffs. So, all right, we're gonna head on over to our next set of games. Seth, do you have any question for Neutrophil actually before we go?
No, I was good move of taking that ninja expansion and then evacuating it immediately when you saw the army was posturing to take it back. And
Wait, he gave his workers?
Yeah, he evacuated it as soon as he's the adept was killed on the left side,
Oh, okay.
and so he saw the stream of roaches coming up, and then he evacuated right away. So he didn't lose that much, and he mined enough to pay for it. So it was a good move.
All right. Okay, guys, we are gonna head on to the next matchup. Let us take a quick peek, and that would be on their map vetoes. It's gonna be Criminal and Cyan. So let's show their map picks real quick, guys. Right there. They're already done with the map picks. So if you guys don't know, Criminal replaced High Command, who just disappeared. Right after he lost, he just kind of like left the league and didn't say anything. And so we had a broadcast where we didn't have him. He didn't say he was gonna show up. So I had a feeling that it's probably best that we plan without him, and we were right, because even now he still has not said anything. So that's the kind of stuff we want to avoid for this league, right? We have a broadcast. We got to make sure the people that commit do show up. It's the show must go on. At the very least, you can say, "Look, I am not playing anymore," or whatever, right? So that will give us more time.
So we have
At any rate, we have Criminal, who is replacing him. The Criminal is a Terran player that was Diamond a long time ago. He's not played in 2+ years, and he should be in the Platinum, maybe even Gold level at this point. So he hasn't had a chance to practice much. He just got his StarCraft working, but he graciously decided to say yes to help us out at short notice and replace the player. And we know him. We played with him before, so it's good to have him back. Seth, what do you know about Criminal?
I don't know. Why don't you ask him? They're both on right now. So, Criminal, are you? How much practice have you done since knowing that you're going to be playing in this league?
Literally last night. But the cool thing is, I was ranked. What's this? Masters League.
Oh, that's not real. The Masters League thing is a joke. Like there's
The bug.
right now where they rank even some
Bronze.
silvers like master, right?
Yeah, bronze and silvers are being ranked masters.
Yeah,
But-
something is wrong.
How do you feel though, ever since your last game and the game last night?
Can't really compare. I guess
You feel slow?
stuff. But
I mean, you play Terran, so it's really a mechanical race, right? You have to really be feeling good, clicking away, making stuff nonstop, high APM style. How do you feel right now, from what you remember?
The last time I was playing, I usually play mech against mostly everything because I don't have a high APM.
But you were a bio player. I remember that. I guess you're saying you kind of gave up and say, "Screw it, I'm going mech."
yeah, it's like I cannot compete with the young ones. So just
Yeah. All right.
and then level up.
Cyan's camera is not coming on at all. Oh, there you go. There he is. Cyan, how you doing? Yeah, he's muted.
Hang on, there we go.
There it is. So how you feeling knowing you're facing a Terran, a rusty Terran, but I think it should be a close game. What is your feeling? How do you feel about all this?
Well, I looked through some of his match history there and seeing what he was doing against different races, but I was trying to find all the Protoss ones that he was playing against. And then after a few of them, it went to like 2 years, so I know he's a little rusty, but he still has the master ability.
Master ability because of the master border?
Well, I think he was diamond back.
Yeah, he never
thought he
reached
was.
masters though.
Oh, I thought he did.
No.
No.
You're good. There's no masters here yet. But maybe
even if it was, it wouldn't be the first master I ever played against and
that's true.
won. So
Cool. Well, we're gonna see. He doesn't know the meta, but
I think we're ready to go.
yeah,
So,
we're ready to go here.
I'm gonna mute
All right.
and deafen the players. We'll talk to you on the other side.
All right.
I'm excited this one. I mean, I remember it's been a long time since we saw Criminal play. Back in the old KJ League days, right? This is even before Storm. and he hasn't even played in 2+ years. So it's good to see him back, and he'll be tested with Cyan here. Alright, Seth, you're gonna comment this with me, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Let's do it.
guys, this is
FSL Season 3.
okay. The bottom left, the Protoss player, he is
Cyan.
And on the top right side of Oxide, our red Terran, he is
Criminal.
whoa. That's a pretty cool intro here by a criminal.
yeah.
All right, so what do we have here? We have typical Cyan Pylon Scout, and just a standard build here for our Terran player as well. So, I was talking to Criminal a few months ago, and he's been wanting to join the FSL League, right? Seasons 1 and 2, and he just couldn't find the time to be able to commit to it. But I'm glad that he's able to do it in Season 3.
Yeah, and this time, there's really FSL is low commitment league. You play one best of 3, maybe once a week at most, but usually once every 2 weeks. So.
Yeah. You'll have the rare occasions where, like Lucky Tiger, he's going to be playing back-to-back Wednesday and Friday, but it's just the way the random schedule worked out. Now he's going to be off for a few weeks. But yeah, it's very low commitment, but it's nice to see that he's been able to play with us.
I like this opener by Cyan, taking advantage of the map where he can actually expand here.
Yeah.
You can do this. Typically, you don't want to do this on other maps, but in this one, you can. Because of the high ground, you can defend.
Yeah. So if you take off a few weeks, a few months, even a few years, what are the skill levels that deteriorate the most? What part of your game?
Well, not to mention not knowing the meta after 2 years, right?
Yeah.
You don't know anything about what you're supposed to do on what compositions or what the cool thing to do is now, what's effective. Minus all of that aside, you do lose out the mechanics. And like as I mentioned there, Terran is a mechanical race. And he even said he's not fast anymore. So he's doing mech supposedly. So
Yeah, there's a Reaper Harass. Reaper Harass here. Let's see what he gets done on the Protoss base. Alright, so he does have the micro. He has the micro to be able to switch out and go back to the Reaper, which is good. He's gonna get 1 probe, maybe 2.
Oh, he lost the micro.
3. Alright, so he loses in exchange for 4 probes. Actually, the 1 probe was in the other side where it's facing the SCV. But 4 probes for a Reaper, that's not bad. But like what they said, right? You're either getting better or you're getting worse. You're not staying the same. So for Criminal to not play for a long time, the skills are deteriorating. But might just be riding a bike, right? Well, a few games, maybe he gets the hang of it, sees a few current what's in the meta, and then adjusts. And this might be a good time for Cyan to face him now instead of later on in the season, right?
And the other thing is, him getting back, it's like riding a bike, but does he know how to ride bike well, like before, right?
Yeah.
The BMX tricks, all kinds of stuff you do. You can ride a bike and play, but you're gonna be a lot slower. So I think if I'm Cyan here, I'll pressure this guy a bit and try some meta stuff.
So let's see. Looks like it's gonna be doing a Hellion drop here. He's waiting for 2 Hellions. Gonna load him up in the medevac as soon as he pops out, and he's gonna boost across the map. I think that's what he's gonna try to do.
Yeah, it's a good move. This actually is still being done now, and it's very powerful. I lose a lot of games as Protoss to something like this if I miss the drop of Hellion. So let's see if Cyan can defend this properly.
All right. So these are the small things, right? Like as soon as it pops out, you should load it up and go and boost.
Yeah,
But
he's
I
not
think he's
going
still
to.
trying to do some SimCity stuff, right? Like making sure he's making the right.
In fact, he's doing the opposite. He's gonna load the other guys that are kind of be
Marines.
not
I
as
think
good.
he's gonna boost it out
Drop
and he's
'em.
gonna elevator them up on the ramp here. I mean on the
Okay.
ledge.
We're attack on 2 spots. But it's
Yeah,
close here.
it's close. I don't think he's
Close.
gonna be able to get in.
Yeah, so this plan is not gonna work.
No, it's not. And I think there's enough stalkers there as well to shoot this attack out.
Yeah.
But it's a good job here for Cyan, making
Cyan's a
units.
good read.
It's a good read. He says, you know what? I don't want to deal with these Hellion run-bys. So he closes it, but he misses the Marines. Good thing it's only 3 Marines.
Yeah, 3
Kills
Marines aren't
one,
that scary.
2,
Look how
maybe
long
one
they
more
take.
probe here. 3 probes, and I don't think he's going to be able to get out here. He does boost. All right, that's good that he boosts it right away. So 3 probes for 3 Marines, not bad. The same time, the Hellions tried to, go and...
Yeah, nice try. Look at that.
Nice
It's
try.
like, we know all about that. The Protosses have been seeing that for 2+ years, I guess.
Yeah, good thing he did that. Otherwise, he would have been losing a lot of workers in the natural.
Yeah.
So, but I think this is what's deteriorated in his skills as well. Is keeping up with the macro.
Yeah,
he's floating a lot of minerals.
Criminal, he was a bio player and he was actually pretty fast. But like
Yeah,
you said,
he was
2+
a very
years
good
of
guy.
deterioration, man.
He was a good bio player. So let's see if things starts clicking again with him.
He's
So,
behind the supply right now.
Yeah.
But at least his worker count is pretty close.
Yeah, I mean you're supposed to be a little bit behind of the Protoss, but that is the scenario even when he had what eight worker kills already.
Yeah.
So at some point he wasn't making SCVs, but he's getting his bio upgrades. The
Macron's good. He's got a
yeah.
3rd command center ready. And Cyan really needs to take a base. He can't go like this.
Yeah,
He needs a base like right away. He's too scared, I think.
2 command centers are on the way for our Terran
2
player here.
command centers?
Yep.
What?
So 1 on location and 1 in the base. I think he's gonna take the 12 o'clock location there with that. But he already took the 3, so the 3 o'clock. All right, so I think,
Wow! Look at that. I didn't see that.
so here they're both moving out, and this is a scary part for the Terran because if you move out and you're not together and you're just filing in, this Protoss army could wreck you.
He's getting Colossus, so, and he's getting 1/1 upgrades also. This Protoss army is gonna be pretty powerful, especially with Colossus coming.
All right, so the rocks are down. It's gonna be spotted by this one lone zealot, but he can't fight that with the current composition here because that bio. These are +1 bio here. He needs to get
Yeah.
out of there.
He has blink. So
Yeah, if
that's-
anything,
that's
just warp.
fine.
Well, he's gonna have to sack the 3rd though. He just he doesn't want to sack the 3rd. He's trying to defend it. I think if you go now, make some charge.
Oh my
you have
god,
charge.
that's a lot of bio!
You
did that
need to
come
make
from?
charge. You need to make lots of charge lots, and bring your
They need to be all together.
all together.
Okay, he's gonna go outside. Cyan, I think, is taking too long.
Right, he's got to go now.
He has to time it just right.
Yeah, he doesn't have range, but it's okay right now. Oh, that's a good fan out here for a Red Terran. But now the Colossus are exposed. He needs to go back up that ramp. Oh, he does not. He gets picked off.
He does split up the army, so the
Yeah.
top.
Yeah, I think he'll clean this up. He's gonna clean this up, and then there's more though. But he needs to consolidate his forces here.
Yeah, he needs to regroup. Oh, good kill there.
There's the tank.
There's a
Tank was
tank
a little
though.
bit
I
late.
don't like this fight.
Yeah, but I think he's gonna clean this up. He needs
He
to
is
split.
going
There you
to
go.
do
That's
that.
good blink to minimize the splash damage by the tank.
Yeah, nice job. Unfortunately, he lost his 3rd.
Yeah.
And Cyan's behind by 4 CCs to 2.
And so at this stage, right, as Protoss, you just destroyed this entire bio army. You should try to poke and you see what you can get done.
A
But
little risky though. Yeah.
I mean, because you can always warp out.
He should, poke with the blink stalkers because
Yeah.
they can always get away.
But he's gonna make two.
Four Colossus. This is actually looking really good.
And range is done for the next fight. So. And you
Yeah,
know what I like
Science
also
got the
is,
upgrade too.
yeah, he's got 1-1 already to match the Terran's 1-1, which is good. And
Very
he's
good.
continually upgrading while, the Terran right now is not. So this is a good sign for Cyan.
Look at this macro, the buildings, the engine here that he's great. He hasn't lost that.
Yeah, it's just a little bit late. I think he could have done a lot of this while he's walking to attack.
Yeah.
I think he had a lot of bank minerals during that time.
This is looking good though.
But it looks
I'm
good.
impressed. First scan back, right?
Alright, so he's
But
just he scans, sees that it's been taken again, the third.
he doesn't know there's 4 Colossi. That wrecks the ground.
Yeah, he does have a few more Marauders than other
Gosh, he
Terran
has
players.
5 now. There's a point though where, sorry dude, there's just too many Colossi.
I
As
know,
long as they
'cause
have
you're gonna need a
some-
lot of Vikings to deal
Yeah,
with this.
Viking.
Now he is making 2 at a time. He has 2 already, and I think he's gonna try to move out, or he's just positioning to be in
Yeah,
the
if you're
middle.
Cyan, you keep making stalkers and charge lots. Just keep making them. If you're gonna get Archons, great, but
Yeah,
in reality,
and
he's
he's gonna get his
upgrading.
2-2 upgrade right
Oh,
before
yeah.
this battle happens, so which is good. But you
Yep,
just need to
2-2
make
versus
units.
1-1.
You're gonna need to make lots of charge slots to buffer for your stalkers and colossi. You need
Yeah.
to start warping them now. You gotta take advantage of your warping cycles, right?
Yeah, Science stopped making stuff from the Robo.
Alright. Ooh, so he's gonna make Archons in the meantime. Well, he is researching
Oh, he's
Storm,
got Storm, so
but that's gonna be a while.
yeah, it's not gonna get there for a while.
And right there, as soon as 2-2 is done, started 3-3. I really like that.
Wow, you're right. Storm and 3-3 coming.
Yeah. So if he can buy a little bit more time, but the Terran's not gonna give him that.
Here's the big fight. This
No.
will determine the game. Oh, but he's not in position.
He doesn't know.
No.
All right. That's not a good sign here.
He needs to get there. He does have recall, but
Is he gonna recall first?
oh man,
The Marauders
he's so
stem
far out
in.
of place. Trade? Don't want to trade
Yeah.
Terran.
You don't want to. Well, especially if they're gonna destroy your production facilities before you do. You're so far from their production
Oh,
facilities.
he needs this Storm to finish. It's so close. 2 seconds. He's gonna finish.
All right. So he has Storm. Now let's see. This is a full-on base trade.
Yeah, he's not going back.
It's not going back.
All right, guys.
But you gotta go. All right. So 2 more Colossi on the way, but I
Oh,
think
man.
the Marauders are gonna make quick work of the production facilities there.
Cyan does have a secret base on the right, so he won't die right away.
Yeah, but this is a base race here. The problem is the bio here has a lot of DPS, and they can wipe out.
Oh, you can't lose Colossus.
No, you can't. All right, you need to blink those stalkers underneath, and then move them up.
Cyan.
Side,
Needs
move
to
them
move
up.
back
There you
this-
go.
He moves one back.
All right, so there's 2. All right, so he's gonna wipe out the Vikings. So I think
Oh, he
this-
does. One
There's
Viking-
there's 3 more
couple
down there.
Vikings left, but-
But if he
Oh,
destroys all the Vikings and with 5 Colossi, there might.
Yeah. Could be a draw too. Look, because he's floating his building on the top left.
Well, he's gonna need to. He might need to recall to his 4th base here.
He should recall. You can't.
But
Let that die.
doesn't look like Criminal knows about it because he's moving away from it.
Yep.
So
he
this
doesn't.
is gonna be close.
What a game! What a first game, guys. This is pretty good. Welcome back to StarCraft, Criminal. You're dealing with your base getting raised, and you gotta relive. He
Right, so
actually
this-
also has. Cyan
Probe
has
with
a
him.
probe here, so he can rebuild
Yes.
here. So he doesn't have to recall here, actually.
So I think they're going to exchange bases.
You
This,
know, Cyan has the advantage because he has his probe here. He can, as long as he keeps his probes up, he has enough money to warp in a
Alright,
an
good
Nexus,
pick off
and
on
he
the
can
Vikings
rebuild.
here.
I don't think Criminal can rebuild by landing his base and protecting it.
Yeah, but he's gonna wipe out that base in the bottom right. So
He has pylons, so I think he's okay. And his probe is with him.
All right, so here's the problem here is Criminal can't make anything.
He can't, not for a long time.
Yeah, because he doesn't have an SCV.
Doesn't have an SCV. He doesn't have supply depots.
Yeah.
He can't make SCV, so he won't be able to build unless he kills units.
Yeah, 95 in fact. If he
Oh
drops-
my gosh! All right, so that just means Terran can't rebuild. Cyan can build if he wants.
He can. Now, where is his probe? He's making sure the probe is with his army.
Yeah, what is this game, guys?
And if the probe gets sniped, though, and the building lift away, we have a draw.
Yeah, that's what I was saying about that. But
okay, all right.
Okay,
So let's see. Cyan's going to try to dislodge this 45.
you know his tanks are not protected. He needs to get
they're
there.
not.
Oh, and he's leaving. Criminal's leaving.
All right, here it is.
Right here. Who's gonna win? There's Storm too.
Oh, there's Storm.
You forgot about Storm. Cyan's gonna take game 1, guys.
There's another set of
Yeah,
fire here, but I don't think that's
the
enough.
worst time, and now he's gonna lose this command center. And Cyan, what a game! Criminal, what a game! Welcome back. Once he loses this, that's it.
He doesn't know what we know, so he's not gonna give up yet, right? Because he has a couple, 2 dropships full of army.
Don't lose his probe though.
Oh no, his thing's gonna burn down. He needs to land it,
It's gonna
drop down
burn.
and reload.
It's
I
gonna.
think that's it. This is 10 seconds. Nine.
Oh no!
GG.
And what a game 1, guys! Nice play.
Cyan.
That was crazy. Look at these guys. Look at Criminals like, oh my god.
No, guys, it's not a BM thing not a BM thing that he did in GG, right?
He's like, I came back for this. Criminal
That was a pretty good game.
loses a close one. Cyan, pretty cool. He's like, yeah, whatever. Another day in the life of Protoss. Nice game on that one.
So yeah, if you think
That was
about it, Cyan being out of position, instead of going back or recalling back, him going ahead and attacking was actually the right move for him.
Yeah, if you think about it, correct. Because he was already raising his base. He's a disadvantage if he goes back. I mean, if he saves it, great. But
Yeah, that was a good first game.
that was a great first game.
That's actually one of the rare games that we had that the game ended with the last building being destroyed.
Yeah, I can't think of one. So
Yeah.
you're probably right.
Because I think when he lifted it and he sent it to the left side, he thought that he still had enough health and he didn't worry about it. He didn't know it was burning down.
Okay, so a little bit of a warm up there for Criminal. Probably his second game back in 2 years, but it was a very good game.
Yeah, it was a very good game. Entertaining game. Alright. Okay, let's do this.
Alright, game 2 will be on Light Shade, guys. For those watching, this is
FSL Season 3.
Alright, what a game. Welcome back to SC2, Mr. Storms.
Criminal.
Yeah, he was one of the original members of System back in the day before we became a team, right? With non-locals.
And his opponent, an impressive win there, game 1, of Blue Protoss.
Cyan.
All right. Well, what a game to be back. You know, that would it's like smelling the smell salts, right? To really wake you up.
You got woken up, you think?
Yeah, I mean that's a good way to start off the game. You know, instead of coming back and then dying to a quick cheese, right? That was an action-packed game.
Good game to warm up on.
Yep. So standard build here for both players.
Yeah,
but this time,
look at this. What's he doing? Oh, he's just losing proxy.
Just look at
I thought he was gonna go and do something funny, but
but not a low ground wall this time. Unlike pillars or oxide, I mean. So it's another Reaper opener here. I think it's just going to be a Reaper expand for Criminal.
yeah, he had success with the first one. 4 workers is really nice.
Yeah. So, but the problem here is Cyan supply blocked.
Oh,
So,
he made a mistake. Yeah.
I think this is a mistake here for Cyan. He's been supply blocked for a bit there, and he couldn't make a.
Well, look at this though.
But
Stargate.
I think he was busy trying to find the perfect position where he wants to do his.
You know what?
Stargate.
I don't think Criminal knows about how strong Oracle is.
Yeah.
So if he gets in here, kill a lot of workers. Be way ahead.
But
Let's
Criminal
see.
will make a lot of Marines. So
Yeah, but will it be in his mineral line? That's the question.
he's gonna scout that. Oh, nothing's alright
This
here.
guy's aggressive. No expansion.
No
so.
expansion. So he's
Actually,
gonna
he's
go
late.
back.
Look, he still hasn't made his Stargate, so that's good for Criminal. Maybe he's not gonna go Stargate. Maybe he's just gonna use that to warp in a 4-gate attack.
Ooh,
or
it is the
3-gate
4-gate
right now.
Stalker.
Oh
But
yeah,
there's
it's
no-
gateway.
Yeah, but there's no Twilight, so this is not a 4-gate blink.
The problem with this build is the Reaper scouts 3 gateways right away. You know that's aggressive.
And because
Like,
of
that
that,
doesn't make any
right,
sense not to have. Even 2 gets you a little worried as Terran.
Yeah.
So 3 or 4, it doesn't matter.
alarm
Right? You
bells
know
are
something is
sounding.
coming.
And I think because of that, he made his CC on the high ground.
Yeah, very good move. Actually, I like this for a Criminal. And look at that! That instinct is back.
Oh, he sees it.
Yep. Or
Like,
Reaper
alarm bell
sees
for
it, but
ringing.
did he
He's
see
like,
it?
I think he did a shift Q on this Reaper.
Yeah, he'll
then-
see it eventually. Look, he's wondering if something's up. It's like, well, how come you have all these stuff? And did you have a secret base?
But
and
you
eventually
know,
he'll notice
To
it.
stop this, you
His
need a bunker.
Bioforce is getting there.
Yeah, you need a bunker though.
He does.
Ah.
May have to
He
pull
might-
workers.
You might need to pull some SCVs here.
Ooh, but this high ground.
The high ground will help. Alright, he's gonna
Yeah,
take out
there-
one stalker right away. He's gonna
This
take
is-
out the second one. No, the zealots are tank. No, the second one
Oh
goes.
no, he needs to repair this.
Yeah,
This
he
is,
needs.
4-gate all in, man.
Yeah, but. Alright, so he just needs to bite. Yeah, that's why you need a bunker here as Terran.
Yeah.
Right, a tank is gonna come out, but there's enough stalkers here.
Oh, there's a lot of stalkers now. Never mind.
Yeah.
This has gotten snowbally.
And we'll see. Oh yeah, that's more stalkers there.
That's a lot. He has to pull all his workers, protect the tanks, and then just kind of stay back. And I don't see him doing that.
You have to run back now.
The tank
take out
didn't
one
run
stalker.
far enough.
Yeah, he needs a.
More gateways being more units there. We're not
It's a
gonna get the
good
same
call.
kind of game this time, guys.
Yeah, there's 4. Oh, actually, more zealots are en route. So he might be able
Yeah.
to clean up the stalkers, but
Yeah, the zealots are much better.
alright, yeah, I think
And
that's
he
it.
got 4-gated. He forgot the bunker. That
Yeah,
was
he
the
needs the
problem.
bunker.
Because he has the advantage. Once he has the bunker all set up,
Yeah,
I think
yes.
he would definitely win this. This is a huge lead.
Alright, but good win here for Cyan. Good call on the attack.
Cyan.
Let's talk to our players here. Good games, guys.
GG's.
GG's. Congratulations,
So-
Cyan.
Well, yeah. Let's start with Criminal here. Welcome back to StarCraft, man. The first game was a crazy
I
big
had the first game.
That was crazy. That could have gone either way. But the second game, you underestimated the 4-gate, it looks like. You didn't put a bunker like you're supposed to, right?
I think my tank timing was off. I saw the 4-gate, but I was like, my tank will be on time.
Yeah. My Terran is not that good, so I usually just make the bunker anyway, because I can always salvage it, right? So that's the only thing. But other than that, you look pretty decent, right? Your infrastructure, your builds, and all that seemed okay. Just a little off here or there. So Sion's able to take advantage of it. But other than that, how do you feel?
It's nice to play again. I thought I had the first game. That's crazy. But
Yeah, you had a good shot.
the game was like, I underestimated. It's my fault. First game was like good unit control on his side, and like when I had too many units, I was hitting the wrong buttons. But not an excuse. I just need more time.
Yeah, well, welcome back. You have 2 more games in the season. So it's good to have you back.
I would have good practice.
That's true. And so let's Seth, do you have any question for Criminal?
Criminal, did you know that your command center was burning down in the very end there in game 1?
Yeah, and I thought I had some SCVs around, so I was looking for it.
I thought because you were yelling in the cast. I'm like, land it, drop the mule, repair. But it was really close. That was an exciting first game. So.
Yeah. I thought I had it really because I should have just stayed in the middle. When I moved the tanks, I think that was the bad choice. I didn't have enough Vikings.
Yeah, that's a fun base trade game though.
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk to the winner, Cyan. Congratulations on a nice win there. Did you have a game plan against this guy? What was your, obviously you can tell us now.
Yeah, the first game, because I went back and looked through some of his recent matches, and it looked like he was just playing bio, and that's why I started off with the Colossus and stuff like that. And that's why I kind of walled in at the first, because I knew he was going to do some kind of Hellion harass, and then so I was able to hold that, and then just get the Colossus out. That's all I wanted to do, was just get them out and hold the push, and then I thought I'd be good after that. And then the base race happened.
So walk us through that base race, right? So you were going on the right side. You're about to attack his 3 o'clock base, and then you realize his entire force was hitting your natural. What was going through your head? Like, should I go back, or was it just like, I'm going all in?
I figured since he hadn't played in a while, I said maybe he won't lift anything. So I knew I had like 6 or 7 Colossus. I had the High Templar. I said, let's just push his buildings down. I've got a probe. I can drop some pylons everywhere, and I'll keep enough for a Nexus somewhere else. And just, and then rebuild the base somewhere else. And then when we got down to the last engagement, at that point, I forgot I had the High Templar with the Storm. And I said, oh, there they are. And I think that helped tremendously at the end.
Yeah, definitely. That turned the battle in the very last engagement there, where you stormed this army. And I think he would have overrun you with his Stim Bio if you didn't have Storm. But good job there.
Yes.
Second game, what made you decide to just go 4-gate Stalker all in?
Once again, he probably hadn't seen it in a while, so I was just going to 4-gate, run with the first zealot up there, and then just Stalker after that. And I got lucky. He had no bunker and just Marines, so it just made it a little bit easier. I mean, he was holding really good. He's definitely got some skill, and he'll definitely improve. So.
All right. Well, it was a perfect time to catch him in his first game, right? Good thing you didn't catch him on the second, third game. But Good job, guys. Congratulations. KJ, anything else you want to ask?
No, you rushed in. You got here from your football game, right? You didn't
Yes.
get time to warm up. Hey, yeah, heck, you didn't even know your opponent really, except for today. But nice job knowing that the guy hasn't played in a while. Just keep pressuring him. Force the error on his side. Would you say that was really your game plan overall tonight?
Yeah, that's what I was hoping for. Was just mistakes. You know, he's been 2 years I think since he's played really. So hopefully he'll just make some mistakes. And of course, the first game I had no warm up. I hadn't played all day, so you could tell when I'm losing all those probes to that one Reaper, I was so far behind on everything. Just getting up and going.
Cool. Well, you may not face him if neither of you make the playoffs, right? If both of you make the playoffs, you'll face each other likely, right? But if not, Criminal's back, and maybe he'll be back for season 4. But as of now, he has 2 more games in the next month or so. So we'll see more of him. But congratulations, Cyan, and we'll see you on your next match too.
Thank you. GG's.
All right. GG's, man. Thank you.
GG's. All right, Seth. What looks like it's pretty cool way to end the night. We chose the right one to end on because it was really exciting. I don't know about you, but it was really
the
cool.
first game, I think it ranks up there. It's one of the more exciting games we've had in FSL because it was not decided until the GG thing came up. Well, not the GG, but the victory screen came up.
Exactly.
Right? Because there's still a chance in the very end there.
Yeah, and let's talk about here the next matchup. The next week, day 10, is right here, guys. It's going to be Panic Switch and Lucky Tiger, so we'll see him again. Archnog is back. He's going to be facing D Archaic. DLS Mizell and the very cool player right there who's rising above the ranks. So that'll be this Friday at 8 p.m. US Eastern.
Yep, these are exciting games. Now, I'd like to see the improvement that Lucky Tiger demonstrates, and also similar to Criminal, Panic Switch, who didn't play for a while, is now picking it back up. So we saw how much better he was in the second game. Let's see how much better he is on his third game.
Right. He won both games.
And we get to see Archnog again against. It was an impressive win last time here by the Archaic. So let's see if he keeps it going. And yeah, very cool. Had that really momentous victory against Dark Menace there last game. So
yep, and he beat Regret before that, so he's fast rising as the favorite almost. And maybe neutrophil a little bit still, but not sure. Right now, we're like,
Well, yeah. So the very cool versus neutrophil is going to be a key game there.
That's right.
And March 4th, so I'm excited to see that.
Mark that on your calendars. March 4th. Wait a minute, that's not March already.
Yeah, March 4th. So it's the 2 more Wednesdays, the following Wednesday.
For some reason, I'm thinking. Never mind.
But yeah, we had good games tonight, and we'll see you guys on Friday.
Hey,
all right, guys.
Real quick,
Yes.
while I got you, KJ.
Sure.
I got something made for you. I haven't had time to ship it yet, but I wanted to show it to you real quick.
Oh, look at this guy. He's gonna show something on stream.
Whoa.
Oh, that is cool.
Nice.
So this is a custom piece of metal that was cut and fabricated and powder coated and everything. It weighs, I guess, about 15 pounds. I haven't had time to ship it up to you yet, but it's coming. You can hang it on your wall.
That's awesome, man. 15 pounds is a lot to ship. Maybe we can do a meetup sometime, or I can get it, that kind of thing. So
yeah, because I know the shipping's going to be ridiculous. So I've been trying to figure out how to get it up there to you.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. Thanks for the preview. Now I'm really excited. So maybe I'll go take a drive just to pick it up there sometime. A nice little drive. It's getting warmer again.
Definitely.
Where are you located, Cyan?
What's that?
Where are you located?
Richmond.
He's by Ken.
Yep, I'm right down here by his brother.
Nice. Maybe
There
one
you
day
go.
we'll
Awesome.
have a in-person LAN tournament. So
Richmond System Cup LAN.
Yes, I can get a venue for you whenever you want.
There you go, boys. So let's get this COVID under control.
Yes.
And let's keep practicing SU2. And we'll see you guys Friday for FSL Day 10. I'm KJ. This is Freedom. That's Cyan. That's Criminal. And Seth also. Did I screw that up? I don't know. I'm dead right now. But thanks, guys. See you guys next time.
James.
GG's.
GG's, guys.
All right. Are we off?
Hold on. Let me send this over because we have a little bit of viewers. We want to send this over to the streamer. So hang tight, guys. Give me 2 seconds on switching this. Okay, we're good to go.